Hey, this is JC. Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. In a previous video, I reviewed the Roxon Flex Companion. That's this multi-tool over here. I reviewed it and went through basically all the inner workings and how to put it to use. I also did a video on the Roxon Flex, which is a plier-based multi-tool, but they all work on the same modular system. Do check out those links in the description if you missed them. Today, I'm going to show you my builds for an urban and outdoor EDC loadout with the Flex Companion. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, do check out my shop links in the pinned comment or description below. You can even join as a channel member for exclusive content. Thanks a lot. One thing I should mention off the bat, which I did not mention in my previous videos, is that these implements here are all interchangeable between the Flex Companion and the Flex. And I think that makes it really awesome. In fact, honestly, I didn't even realize it when I was filming the video for the Flex Companion. But they indeed are all interchangeable, and that actually, to me, brings this up to another level. Because if you have both these tools, you're going to have a wide range of implements to work with. Of course, you can buy them individually. You can always check out new implements on the Roxon site as well, or on Amazon, and see what's available and see if anything fits your current EDC needs. But I thought, based on all the different tools that I currently have, I would put together what I consider the best builds for urban EDC and outdoor EDC. So let's start off with urban EDC, and I've got it all loaded up in the Flex Companion here. So of course we need the blade, so we do have the main blade. That's D2 steel, and this mechanism is a locking mechanism. So this toggle here locks and unlocks the blade, or it unlocks, it doesn't lock it. You do have a lock over here, which is a separate safety catch over here. But to deploy the blade, you can either push it up like that, and in this case you notice that this is coming out as well, and that's probably because of just the friction. So we just have to move it a bit. If not, you can deploy it by pushing that, and you deploy all the tools here, and that's all the one-handed deployment options. So I do have the blade, and I've chosen to go with a flathead screwdriver and a cap lifter. I know you might be thinking, why do you need a cap lifter? Personally, actually, I think in an urban setting, in a social setting, having a bottle opener can be pretty handy. I have used a bottle opener, I would say several times, or several times a year, so it will come in handy. But more importantly, I do want that flathead screwdriver. Now, there are other options such as the file with the flathead screwdriver, but personally, I think I use the cap lifter more than the file. Hence, I chose that. And then this next one is really handy. This is the pen holder. And then you have a pin over here, so a needle rather. And then on the other side, you have a pair of tweezers. So all the tools that you might want in the kind of plus scales for the Swiss Army knife. And of course, we have a pair of scissors. I know that's really important for a lot of people. For me, I would say it's not essential if I have a knife, but yes, it's good to have. So in an urban environment, I see this as the tool set that I actually prefer. Now, I should mention, when you're choosing tools for both the Roxon Flex Companion and the Flex itself, do take note, there are long tools and there are short tools. You cannot fill up all the slots with long tools only for both tools, and there's a reason for that. For the Flex Companion, there's a bit drive over here. So the bit driver actually takes up space, as you can see inside. So if you have a long tool, it will hit against that bit driver. So you can really have only two long tools for the Flex Companion, one on either side. Now for the Flex itself, it's also similar. You can actually have maybe one and squeeze, depending on the long tool, you can squeeze it to the other side, but actually you can only officially put one, and that's because of the pliers that's in the way. So just take note of that when you're designing your own Flex Companion tool or your Flex tool. For the Flex Companion, you can only have two long tools and the rest have to be short because of that bit driver. So that's my tool set for urban EDC. I think this would fit my personal needs the best. And of course, for the Phillips head, I do not need a separate Phillips head, which they have a very good one over here. But I do not need that for the Flex Companion because there's that bit driver and I can interchange 1/4 bits if I need. All right, so now let's talk about outdoor EDC. Now for outdoor needs, it's slightly different. I'm definitely keeping the blade. Now, the standard blade that comes with the Flex is this. It's kind of a sheep's foot blade, but it doesn't have that one-handed opening, and I don't believe this is D2 steel. This is D2 steel with a one-handed opening, so I'm definitely going to keep that. I don't need the scissors for me personally. Definitely not going to have this pen holder. And for the flathead screwdriver, instead of that cap lifter, I'm going to go with a can opener, right? More likely, I'm going to need a can opener than a bottle opener, although honestly, I don't really bring out canned food, but there might be that situation. If I'm going out with different people, they might bring canned food. Now, what's very important to me as well is an awl. So an awl is really great for bushcraft. You can use it to drill holes. You can also use it as a scraper. So I find that very useful. Now you definitely need a saw. That will be my other long implement because when you're out in the jungle, which is my environment, you definitely need to process wood. So therefore I need a saw. Now I had one implement space left, and I was choosing what I wanted, and actually I was thinking, would I go with a file? I could go with a long file or a short file, and then I realized I couldn't put in another long implement because I already had the blade and the saw. So that left me with the short file. So I was thinking, well, a file would be good. Well, of course I have that flathead screwdriver, which is one important thing, but I was thinking, a file is useful if I have another knife or the fixed blade or parang, and I might need to sharpen it up or touch it up. So if that's the case, I would likely bring the file. But if I'm thinking I'm going out for a light hike and I'm only going to bring out one tool, then I'm not going to have a larger knife, then the file in this case won't really be of any use. So I decided actually what would be better would be to go for a serrated blade. Now I do have an option of a longer serrated blade, but yes, it can't fit again because it's another long implement. But luckily there's a short version, so I'm going to use this. Now why do I want a serrated blade? Very simple. If this is my primary tool, I want to preserve my main blade, and if I can, I want to split the load. So the serrated blade is great for cutting cordage or fibers or roots. So I can use that, and I don't have to dull up this blade. I can split the load, and therefore these are my choices. So let me now remove this, and then I'm going to fit it in, and you can see how easy it is to fit in. So all you have to do is push this back and push these back here. Now if you want to be safe, it's good to get a cloth because there are bladed items, and just use that to remove everything just like that. And then I'm going to put the items in. So remember, on either side would be where the long implement goes. So I'm going to put in the saw first, and then let's put in the awl. Then I'll go with the can opener and flathead screwdriver. That's the short serrated blade, and finally going with that D2 main blade. And again, it is getting a bit tight, but that's fine. That all fits in just like that. All I have to do is close it, release this, and everything is now in place. And I have all the tools that I need. Again, the main blade, if I need to just get it out like that, or I can deploy all the tools with one hand if I need, just by pushing this. Okay, so that needed a bit more strength. Maybe it's a bit tight, so let's just kind of wiggle them around, and let's see if we can deploy them once again. Yeah, a bit stiff. That's probably because they are really packed. Could be we need more use as well, so I would have to do that. Defeats the purpose a bit because it's two-handed, but let's practice that. Yeah. So just need to get used to the strength needed to deploy that and get that right thumb position. So that's something I'll have to practice if I'm going to use this setup. If not, I'll just deploy it that way. So that's my setup for the outdoor EDC. I've got a big blade, a serrated blade, flathead screwdriver, can opener, awl, and a saw. And of course, I still do have access to that bit driver over here. So those are my combinations for urban and outdoor EDC for the Flex Companion. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do you own this tool, and would you switch things out for urban and outdoor EDC? And if so, what would be your favorite implements to use? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.